Hello, my name's Finley McCants. This is the first time that I've ever picked up a camera and recorded myself, so I have absolutely no idea how this is going to go, and I apologise if it's utterly terrible. But this is the moment that I've got a bit of time, so I thought that I'd show my journey from how running and triathlon has absolutely changed my life. So I started running in 2021, I think. So it was COVID, and I'd been obsessed with weight training and body image and Instagram and comparing myself to all those people online that it's just unachievable. And you get yourselves into some pretty difficult situations with that, but coming across running and triathlon has absolutely changed my life. It's changed my outlook on everything. I've become a more confident person, and I really wanted to share that online. I think it's important that it is shared online, so that's why I've started this channel. It might take me a bit of time to get confident recording myself and speaking on camera, and that will improve, so bear with me on that. But this first video, I just wanted to show that anyone can do it. It's so easy to get started. You feel fantastic when you do it, and the improvements can be made quite quickly, especially at first. So I started my journey. I ran, it was the couch to 5k during COVID, and when parkrun started back up, I thought I'd give it a crack and go down and see where I was. And after my lungs absolutely bursting and that terrible pain when you're unfit and it just seems so unachievable, I came in at as you see on the screen, it's a 23:20 5k, and roll on 2 years later, I've run a 17:20 5k, and that felt so much easier than that first 5k, and I've had no coaching, no special training plans. It's all been done myself, and I think I've just loved the journey. I've just fallen in love with it. I'm no longer obsessed with how I look and the perception of other people of me. Now I should probably give a bit of background into what my base fitness was starting out. So in school, I was I loved my sport. Sport was everything. I didn't go to school to study. I just went to school so I could go to cricket training and rugby training and football training. So I did a bit of cross country in junior school. That's probably the only competitive running that I've ever done. So I probably did about 2 or 3 cross country races as a kid. I really didn't enjoy them, but I did grow up in the Peak District. So I did a bit of running for rugby fitness, and I enjoyed that. I mountain biked a little bit with my dad. It was a great thing to do with him. But unfortunately, after leaving school, that's when I went to university, and just became a bit of a gym rat. And there's absolutely nothing against those gym rats out there, but it's just not enjoyable. And I became one of those guys that believed in cardio kills your gains, and you can't do cardio alongside gaining muscle. So unfortunately, that 5-year stint from leaving school at the age of 18, where I was in decent shape really, because I'd played rugby throughout sixth form and all the way down from year 5 onwards. So and I'd stayed pretty fit for the rugby. And then I went to university and literally did no cardio from 18 to then taking it back. And for reference, I started university in 2015, and I probably didn't do any cardio training as such until 2021. So that was a lot of time wasted, but I realise now that how happy I am from making those changes and moving forward. Now, a lot of you watching are probably thinking, blimey, how do you go from a 23-minute 5K to a 17-minute 5K in such a short period of time? And that, I know 17-minute 5K is very, very average by the grand scheme of things, but it's quite a change from 23 minutes. And the training that I've done, I'll try and share some of that on this channel. But essentially, to start with, I was literally doing 45 minutes to 50 minutes, trying to keep it in that zone 2 area, easy running. And that's why I fell in love with running it and the sport. I thought that in order to improve with running, you needed to push yourself to the limits, run every run basically as fast as you can. But the improvements don't come from there. That's where injuries come. It's unsustainable because you don't enjoy that training. You pick up niggles. You can't sleep because you've pushed yourself to beyond where your body is comfortable. You're instigating fatigue and shock to your body. But if you stay in that zone 2 heart rate zone, so there's a lot of people who say zone 2 is specific areas, but you need to find your own zone 2. For me, I've got a maximum heart rate of around 196 beats per minute. So if I take the percentages for zone 2, that equates to my heart rate being in the region of 135 to 150 beats per minute for zone 2 training. And that's what I did. I moved to Liverpool. I found a nice, easy, flat 10k run that I'd do. I'd just switch off, didn't listen to music, nothing special. Times weren't particularly special, but I'd just go out and knock out a 50 minute, 48 minute, stay in that zone 2 area, and my running just took off really. And I consistently did park runs, so that was probably what my one anaerobic exercise of the week. More recently, I've joined Mersey Tri, so a triathlon group, and sometimes I do a track session on a Wednesday. And again, more recently, I've integrated a bit of interval training. But to start with, in order to drop to an 18-minute 5K, the vast majority of my training was around that base zone 2, just building up that aerobic base in order to improve and enjoy and get into it really. And from that, I've researched a bit more on how I can get those extra small percentages out of it. But to start with, that is absolutely where you want to go to. Those zone 2, enjoyable. You can have a chat with a mate if you want to. You can go on a run with a friend, and you should be able to talk in that zone 2. But that's where I've found the most bang for your buck, as the English would say.
Thanks very much for watching. If you've managed to watch to the end, fair play. In the next episode, I'll talk about how from starting triathlon in June 2022, I managed in September 2023 to qualify for age group GB.